Today is Wednesday, August 21. Welcome to the news on PBCJ. I am Simone Absalom. Northeastern parishes are now being warned to brace for more disruptions to their water supply, as the National Water Commission is reporting that 29 of its systems in St. Anne, Portland and St. Mary continue to be affected by the dry spell. The NWC says 13 systems in St. Anne have recorded declining levels and are currently operating between 9 and 50%. The Water Commission says several mitigation measures have been implemented, including supply regulation, pressure management, storage building, and trucking. However, the public is being advised to brace for further disruptions. Not panicking. That's the reassurance from Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett in response to predictions of a global recession for 2020. Minister Bartlett said that Jamaica's tourism industry is strong enough to weather that potential storm. The minister noted that over the past 50 years, the industry has continued to grow exponentially despite at least 3 major global economic shocks: the severe acute respiratory syndrome (SARS) epidemic in 2003, the September 11 attacks in the United States, also referred to as 9/11, and the 2008-2009 global economic meltdown. He said that with repeat visits of 42% and added airlift resilience with increased connectivity out of the United States and other parts of the world, Jamaica is in a better position than all other destinations in the Caribbean except the Dominican Republic to overcome an economic meltdown. The minister was speaking during a meeting with key ministry officials at the Spanish Court Hotel in New Kingston last weekend. China Harbour Engineering Company CHEC is warning that scammers are using its name in an effort to dupe people out of their goods and money, and is urging the public to contact the company's office for confirmation relating requests for money, goods and services. The company made the disclosure in a news release on Tuesday, pointing out that one of the scams involves the use of a fake purchase order for building materials from several hardware companies across the island. On Tuesday, a company representative told the press that they received approximately 10 calls last week reporting the attempted scam. The company said a second scam involves people soliciting as much as $250,000 from residents of communities for work purportedly being undertaken by CHEC. Project Director of the Program of Advancement Through Health and Education, PATH, Elsa Marks-Willis, is encouraging beneficiaries to take advantage of the PATH Post-Secondary Grant to assist with back-to-school expenses. The program is for persons who are currently PATH beneficiaries and are moving on to further studies. Students must apply for the grant within 2 years of leaving secondary school. The grants, which are valued at $15,000 to $30,000, are available to PATH beneficiaries to resit Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate subjects, CHEC subjects, sit Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination subjects, or pursue certificates, diplomas, or associate degrees. Application for this grant closes October 31, 2019. The grant is available to children who are registered in an approved post-secondary institution such as Heart Trust NTA, Sixth Form, or Community College. Owen Speid, newly invested President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, is recommending that the primary exit profile PEP examination be administered over the course of a single week instead of the existing arrangement, which sees it spanning 3 months. While delivering his maiden presidential address following his installation on Monday evening at the JTA's annual conference in Montego Bay, Speid said there are concerns that it is difficult to motivate students after the first month. PEP is a series of tests which was introduced last year to replace the Grade 6 Achievement Test as the National Secondary School Placement Examination. Former Education Minister Will Reid said it was designed to provide a better and more complete profile of students' academic and critical thinking capabilities at the end of their primary school studies. 17 schools across the island will have enhanced resources when the new school year opens in September. The schools are located in the parishes of St. James, Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon and St. Anne. Last Wednesday, the schools received numeracy and literacy resources from the Jamaica Social Investment Fund under the Integrated Community Development Project. At a handover ceremony at the JSIF headquarters in New Kingston, principal of the Speid Primary School, Robert Gordon, expressed thanks for the assistance. He spoke on behalf of the recipient schools. JSIF had also provided a 2-day workshop to teach educators on how to properly use the resources.
This initiative could not have come at a more opportune time, when we as administrators start to prepare to purchase these needy items for our teachers. JSIF, we want to say a big thank you for this initiative. These are just some of the tools we need to transform education in this 21st century student-centered approach era. We are very grateful for the kindly needed donation, and I am sure that in the shortest possible time, we'll be seeing the benefits of using these teaching aids.
JSIF project manager Celia DeLeon spoke to the value of the numeracy and literacy tools, especially in an increasing digital age when there can be an over-reliance on technology.
In this day and age where everybody has a cell phone, many people think they can get by because pictures, they kind of interpret what they're seeing, but you notice that for all of the educators in here, the key part about interpreting what you're seeing is how logically you can do it. I remember a friend used to always be afraid to drive to the country because she felt she would get lost. And I used to say, you can read, what's the problem? But it is really, you come to that roundabout, and if that sign is not done correctly, and it says straight, and you don't realize that straight just means going around and continuing, logical thinking plays a huge part in the role of our everyday lives, and therefore lied her fear of getting lost. So it's important today that we at JSIF continue to work with our stakeholders, work with the Ministry of Education, in order to ensure that our students still get the best training possible in the aspects of literacy and numeracy.
In July 2017, the JSIF board approved the project that will provide support to education and recreational activities within schools with the aim of improving academic performance and general youth development by financing a range of learning programs. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, JSIF, will be seeking to sign up 400 young persons from Western Jamaica as it stages a major recruitment drive at Russey's High School in Lucy, Hanover tomorrow. The exercise will start at 8 a.m. sharp. Superintendent Sharon Biput, the commanding officer for Hanover, says Force is looking primarily for applications between the ages of 17 and 30 years, as well as a person over 30 who has qualifications from a recognized tertiary institution would be given an opportunity to be part of the process. All applicants are to take along valid identification, for example, passport, national ID, or driver's license, as well as 4 passport-size photographs certified by a justice of the peace, a birth certificate, taxpayer registration number, and national insurance scheme number, that's the NIS number. Government Senator Matthew Samuda has charged that the potential impact of climate change on small island developing states such as Jamaica is the greatest current modern threat. However, Samuda says this represents an opportunity to pursue economic development in an inclusive manner and with regard for global environment best practices. He was addressing the 5th Sherpa meeting of the high-level panel for sustainable ocean economy, which is now underway in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is one of the 14 world leaders who are on the panel. The group is seeking to chart the way forward for a number of issues or challenges concerning ocean health. Samuda is Jamaica Prime Minister's Sherpa at the event. The 2019 drought season continues to affect people across the island. We wanted to find out how they were coping with the related water restrictions. Check out the responses in this episode of Jamaica Today.
It give you a lot of problem and it slow a lot of things, a lot of business and them things because enough people can't get water for do them business and for cook and certain little things. It slow up enough thing where usually did go on good and them thing. They find them start the bag of fixing up place and them thing then dig up road. No water and we can't get no water for even cook on Sunday good. The best day for cook.
Well, I'm not from around this area but I work here. And it is very bad because I have to carry water from my house probably every other day to flush the bathroom and to get my hands washed. But other people affect other people around here.
It's very serious, man. I can't get any water at all. Very bad. No water. I don't have any. I have 2 pipes. 3 pipes at least and no water. This morning I don't get none at all for bathe. None. And I don't have no one to help me to get liquor water.
Boy, it's a do bad. Bad. Them same bill come give the same way. We get water, we get water 5 times out of the month for 3 hours. And when it do come 3 hours, muddy. We have to buy water for drink. Water can't wash your clothes. That's basically use a flush the toilet. That's how bad it is. Bad.
From last year November, we have receiving the water, but every month, Water Commission send a bill and my mother pay it. Every single month. So we're tired of this. We have to go over Jerusalem after 3-1 morning. When nobody is up on the road and finish catch up, somebody can get liquor water to bathe, cook, wash our clothes. Till after 5, I'm sick. Water Commission, please do something. We are tired of it.
The US dollar on Tuesday, August 20, ended trading at Jamaican $136.19, up by 64 cents. That's according to the Bank of Jamaica's daily foreign exchange trading summary. This summary also noted that the Canadian dollar ended trading at Jamaican $103.10, up from $103.07. While the British pound sterling ended trading at Jamaican $165.21, up from $164.06. Here are the top stories making the news across the region.
Before a crowd of a party faithful, opposition leader Kamla Prasad raised questions about the firm that got the state contract to demolish the Besson Street police station.
Well, I want to ask what special skills PCAL services had to demolish a building. Let's start from there. According to the documents filed in the company registry, PNM General Secretary Foster Cummins and his wife, Juliet Morris, they are the directors and shareholders of Cummins and PCAL. Contract number 1 awarded to PCAL, the General Secretary of the PNM, Government Senator. A project managed by UD Cott.
TV6 News spoke with Senator Cummings via telephone on Monday.
The statements coming from the leader of the opposition I consider to be reckless and intended to sabotage my business, because it's no secret that my family business has been in existence since 1998. This predates my entrance into frontline politics.
He said that business has survived several administrations.
Every contract that we have ever been awarded has been as a result of us putting in competitive bids, and at the end of the evaluation process, we may have been awarded, we may not have been awarded. And that is just the opposition leader and members of her party knows that is what the procedures are.
He said the information is no secret as it is available on the company registry.
So I don't know what mark the leader of the opposition attempted to bust. All of this information is public information.
He also responded to claims that she made about the award of contracts to Pical Services Limited when Dr. Rowley was the housing minister.
Well, that one is even more ridiculous. It's 15 years ago. I think she was talking about contracts in 2004, if I remember well. And those contracts have nothing to do with any minister of government.
The opposition leader spoke of another contract awarded by Udicot.
A contract was awarded to a company by the name of Clydon Enterprises Limited for construction of a community center at Indian Trail. Who are the directors of Clydon Enterprises? We don't have Foster Cummins' name in it, but we have linkages to him.
The opposition leader knows of any wrongdoing on my part or on the part of the companies I'm involved in. She knows where she can take that information. But the way she dealt with it was intended to use innuendo to damage me and to damage my business.
In sports, we're out the blocks with athletics. As president of the Jamaica Athletics Administrative Association, the JAAA, Dr. Warren Blake has said that the country's male and female sprint relay teams are set to get valuable practice ahead of the World Championships in Doha, Qatar, when they compete at the Zurich Diamond League in Sweden on August 28. At the World Relays in Japan earlier this year, the men's team finished 6th, while the women ran 2nd. Blake told the Gleaner that Jamaica's participation in Zurich and at other meets will give the country's athletes valuable practice ahead of next month's showpiece event at Doha. In football, 12 teams have registered for the 2019-2020 season of the Jamaica Football Federation's Women's Premier League, which kicks off on Saturday. Once again, the JSIF has failed to secure a title sponsor, but will continue with support from LaSalle's employees, credit union, and FIFA funds. And over